Welcome back. It's Therapy Thursday, and today we have Denise McAllister. She is a mental health clinician from Fresno State joining us today. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I really like this topic, and we want to talk about why human connection matters so much, especially when we're going through a hard time and we are hurting. Tell me a little bit about why this is an important topic for you to talk about today.
Thank you. It's an important topic because we've been through COVID. And so we've kind of lost that, not necessarily the human connection, but the social connection. Yeah. So many people are afraid to reach out and to be vulnerable. And we as humans, this is what we need. We are made to connect with one another, to look each other in the eye and to have conversations that connect us and make us feel wanted and needed and heard.
So what can you kind of, what are the benefits of having these kind of connections? If you're somebody who, you're kind of struggling with your mental health or you're going through a hard time, how could this benefit you?
Okay, that's a great question. So data shows that if a task looks daunting, if I were to say how tall is that mountain that you need to climb, by yourself, you may think that the mountain is even larger than it actually is. But if you have a healthy connection with you, the task seems less daunting and it seems like less overwhelming that we can do that.
That's such a great metaphor. Lauren, our chief meteorologist, and I, we hike together all the time.
Yes.
And there are hills that I would not climb by myself, but I will attempt with her because
yes.
I know it's easier with somebody else. What do you recommend for people who are nervous or just shy and don't know if they can reach out to other people? How do you go about even beginning to have deeper human connections with others?
So one of the things that you can do to have deeper connections is to be very intentional. And so you want to kind of stay focused and not let those things that distract us, maybe social media, doing something else, it could be anything, even listening to music or watching television. So when we have those one-on-one conversations, is to really listen, to be empathetic and to kind of show that. And then as we start to be more empathetic and more intentional about what I'm hearing, then we can start to be more vulnerable. And that's where people kind of lose it. It's kind of scary place to just be out there and say, this is me and this is who I am.
What would you say is the risks of being isolated? How could that further damage your mental health and well-being if you do stay in your shell?
Yeah, so just staying isolated, again, I go back to social media, is that we can have these thoughts that my students will call it FOMO, fear of missing out. And so we can start to have those thoughts that other people, their lives are so much better than ours.
And they're not.
And they're really not. And I frequently will tell my students that people are showing you what they want you to see, and everyone is showing you the angle that they want you to see and the lifestyle that they want you to see. And so just getting out, maybe joining a club, maybe some people may use their faith, going to church, joining a book club. So there are different things that you can do to just put yourself out there just a little bit.
Sometimes just one step at a time doing it is enough to ease your way back into it.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Great advice. And you are just a calming presence that we need in a very chaotic news program. So thank you for being here. We appreciate your knowledge.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And we're going to put this on our website under the Therapy Thursday tab on yourcentralvalley.com. Let's check in now with Chief